want to welcome everyone to the April 3rd, 2019 Conservation Commission meeting. If we can stand and salute the flag, please. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, first we got is roll call. Heather Legier.
Here.
Ann Raponi.
Present.
Joseph Laval.
Here.
Dave Etoff.
Here.
Deborah Santiana McCatton.
Present.
And Robert Cassidy is absent. And I'm Commissioner and Chairman Nick Molason. First item is a continued public hearing for 22 Naples Road, Mario Merengue, Mario's Auto Body. Just to let you guys know, we had postponed this because he needed to go to the other city departments. I watched site plan review yesterday. He's all set with them. He's got everything squared away. And he's got all his approvals from the city to be able to pull his permit. As far as us, he needed to, here, Joe. We didn't want to approve it until the city said yes, so that we didn't, in case there was any major changes. But there is no major changes as far as the structure of the building or, all they had to do was change some of the parking. So as far as us, he's gonna have the flow-through vents in the building. There's gonna be 2 big garage doors, and all the gutters are gonna drain out to the side of the building to where there's gonna be a gravel driveway, a gravel side of the yard that's gonna take the water. So I don't know if, I think I said everything you had to say. Yeah,
I'm sorry,
yeah, turn that on,
just the
please.
parking that was, that we had to change around.
Okay. So I don't know if the commissioners have any questions? No questions? Do I have a motion to approve his order of conditions?
I'll make that motion.
Joe makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
Ann Raponi. And we got Mario and Mario Jr., correct?
Yes.
All right. Mario, the only thing I'm waiting for is DEP did not issue a file number yet. So once they get the file number, then I'll mail you the order of conditions, or I'll call you and come pick it up.
Question, but I need the file, but could I still file for my building permit?
You still should be able, to, yeah.
Because there's really no condition.
Yeah, you have our approval, so you should be all set.
And there's no condition on your behalf, right?
No, nothing on my behalf. Yep, you're all set. All righty.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Thank you.
Can I just have a motion to close out this public hearing?
Yes, I'll make the motion.
Ann
to
makes the
close
motion, a
it.
second? I have a
I'll second.
Seconded by Dave Etoff. Second, next item on the agenda is 46 Arcadia Street, existing 2-family, adding an addition as well as a deck and a 2-car garage under the house. How are you? Can I just have name and address for the record, please?
John Andrews, 81 Burpee Road, architectural designer.
And Andrea Gail Bennett, 19 Francesca Drive, Lynn, Massachusetts, homeowner.
I know we had some questions last month. If you want to ask Heather what the questions were and see if we can get some answers, I'm sure he's got some info
I think
for
I
us.
got, my questions were answered when we did the walkthrough.
Okay.
Oh, that was with the wetlands. I was apologize. I couldn't be there at the
Yeah,
time.
that's
So you
okay.
guys-
Yeah, it was the easement, but it's clear that that's gonna be fenced off,
Yep.
so.
Yeah. I've also, Deborah, can you shut off your microphone? Just so no feedback. Just to let you know, because I know we talked on Saturday briefly about that property that National Grid owns in the back. I'm gonna try, I'm putting a letter together to have them get that all cleaned up. I don't know if I'm gonna succeed, but I'm gonna try. I've already talked to the ward counselor. It's something that, and not even just behind your house, but I went on the beach and went all behind that property, and there's stoves back there, shopping carriages, it's just a disaster. So I'm gonna try and see what I can do to have National Grid get that cleaned up.
Oh, appreciate that.
So everyone's got all our questions were answered. Do I have a motion to approve this order of conditions?
I'll make a motion.
Heather, you approve. Do I have a second?
Second.
Seconded by Joe Laval. Same with you guys. I don't have a DEP file number yet. As soon as I get it, I'll mail you the order of conditions. Who do you want me to mail it to? To you or to you?
Ms. Bennett will be fine.
That's with you, okay. As soon as I get that number, I'll mail it out to you.
Okay,
All right?
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I have a motion to close out that public hearing?
Make a motion.
And, do I have a second?
I'll second.
Dave Etoff. Next is Loomis Street, Lot 28. We're going to propose to put another duplex up that's already been, they already have one up, and they're in the process of putting another one, and they bought the last lot of property that they're going to put up another duplex, which is identical, so they're going to be identical to the other two. So we've already, this is a continued public hearing, so name and address for the record, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the commission. Rick Salvo with Engineering Alliance. I guess the only thing that I'll add, I know you folks had a chance to visit the site, is the DEP did issue a file number on this, 061-0726, and did not make any technical comments.
Yeah, I seen that, I looked at that, and I know you got, do we have any questions? I know we got a lot of our questions answered the other day. Any commissioners have any questions? Yeah, from what I see, he's improved the street, you know what I mean? He's did things he didn't necessarily have to do, but I think it's gonna look great and help out the rest of the neighborhood, so. Do I have a motion to approve the order of conditions?
Motion to approve?
Do I have a second?
I'll second it.
And Ann seconds it. If you hang tight 3 or 4 minutes, I'll give you the signed copy of the order of conditions tonight.
Great, thank you very much.
Another thing, just I want to let the rest of you commissioners know, because not everybody signed it, but I had issued them a partial condition, certificate of compliance for their first building, 46 Loomis Street, because they had to do a closing last week, so they needed the order, the partial to do the closing, so I had it signed by a majority of the board, so we're all set with that. But do I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Mr. Chairman,
Yep, go ahead, sir.
before we have an adjournment, I'd like to just offer my condolences to the Camerata family. Former colleague of mine, Vinnie Camerata, passed away. He sat next to me for years, a real true gentleman, and I just wanted to have that acknowledgement on our records. Thank you.
No problem, Joe, thank you. And again, yeah, myself too, and I'm sorry I didn't say it, but our condolences to Camerata family. Vinnie was a member of this commission for a long time, and he did a lot of work for the city and helped out, but our condolences to the family. And Ann?
And also to echo the same words from both of you. It was a pleasure serving on this board with Vincent. And he was sadly missed then, and he will always be in our hearts. A fine gentleman, loved by all who knew him. May he rest in peace.
Thank you, Ann. I actually, real quick, just need a motion to close out the public hearing for Loomis Street. I have a motion,
Motion to close the meeting?
motion by Dave. I have a second.
I'll second.
Seconded by Heather Legere. And now do I have a motion to adjourn the public meeting, this meeting? I have a motion
I'll
to
make a
close?
motion.
Make a motion to close out?
I'll
To
second.
adjourn, and seconded by David. We are all set, thank you.